Alright, hey everybody, this is Rozzy, or Zemi, or Lewis, however you know me. Long time no see. It's been a minute. I've just been working, and I've had a lot of things in my personal life happen to me, but the reason you're here is because the headline, of course, how to utilize MidJourney. So, from my own workings to being a photographer, and in college and as well as learning about painting in high school and of course watching Bob Ross. It's more about what's in the background, the middle ground, the foreground, your subject, and the atmosphere upon what you are trying to create this image in. And when it comes to Midjourney and generating images, or probably videos just off of a prompt, speaking wise. Um, Definitely to create a base layer for Midjourney to then start with videos. Those are the main things, and I'll just go ahead and type that in here. So, for me, when dealing with painting as such, and I've made Perplexity, if you know about AI, Perplexity search engine, I made it do research upon if utilizing this type of vernacular and or method is best to coincide with generating these images is letting you know the background first so it could create the world, the depth, right? And then letting it know what's on the middle ground, which because you're creating a 2D image, it could create the background, then cover it with the more uh, specific objects it needs to, then the foreground, which is more or less your subject, what you're going to put your subject matter in, what you want the viewer to focus on more, right? And then the atmosphere. So the atmosphere is more like, instead of it being an actual painting, you're going to then describe the atmosphere is if it's realistic, if it's photorealistic, is this made in Unreal Engine, is this made in Blender, is the certain type of theme, lighting, and all that in this image, because that final step is what's gonna then give it the look per se, unless you have a whole style reference that you're already inputting into Midjourney to get that aspect, or your own personalization that you are looking for. So again, background, middle ground, foreground, and atmosphere. So usually how I end up making my prompts is this right here. I'll go ahead and even I'll use ChatGPT. Hey, this is what I'm thinking, or really any AI. It doesn't even have to be ChatGPT, but any LLM, give it context of what you're trying to build. Let it know, hey, I'm building this for Midjourney, or I'm assuming that it'll work with other image generating prompts as well. But go ahead, give it the background first, and of course be descriptive. Give it the middle ground of what you want to see next. Give it the foreground and the atmosphere. I'm gonna go ahead and pause the video. Alright, so this right here is, I hope I'm making this bigger. Yeah. This right here is a perfect example of what I ended up doing. I ended up describing, hey, this is what I want in the foreground. This is what I want, being very specific in the middle ground, and then in the background, and then giving the atmosphere. Cinematic, mystical, tranquil, and I definitely did have And I definitely did have uh that's weird. You can't see what I'm looking at. Alright, so I just made it create a new image just now. But utilizing that same prompting structure, I was able to create this nice photo. Granted, it has my own personalization added to it because of MidJourney. Aside from that, everything is captured beautifully. You get the depth that you need within in the photo. The atmosphere described the cinematic look, the showing, the time of day, the light reflection onto the tiger, showing the subject. So everything that I did describe and prompt the Midjourney image generation model to end up creating came through flawlessly. So this is my how-to of how to use Midjourney. Remember, background, middle ground, foreground. It, in my opinion, it doesn't matter which type of where you use this first, as long as it's mentioned within a prompt, it would know what to do and where to put these pixels per se. And of course, the atmosphere is kind of like the medium upon what you're trying to create this. Like, if you want it to look more crystalline or cartoonish or like Studio Ghibli, you would put that in the atmosphere section. If you want it to be realistic, if you want it to look Pokemon-esque, even though you're not trying to sell this information, then you will put that in the atmosphere. But overall, what you're trying to create from your mind in your image, you want to put that in this structure. Peace.